Excuse me, sir. Well, let's take the stuff out of here, okay? Johnny Cash. Well, we gotta take the stuff out. Then you can have the box, okay? Okay, yeah. Hop out. Just, please. Will you hop out? Why do you say no? Come on. Okay. Hello, vintage neighbors. Welcome to the Vintage Girl Next Door. My name is Laci, and today's video, we're hanging out in my room because in my last video, I mentioned that I was heading to Viva Las Vegas, the vintage rockabilly kind of convention festival, whatever you want to call it. And I have returned and I wanted to tell you all about it. So I thought it would be fun to show you my outfits from the trip and some video and photos of me wearing them at Viva, and then just kind of tell you a little bit about what I did. So I thought it would be fun to just lay out my outfits here on the bed to show you what I wore, as well as footage of me in the outfits at Viva. Before we get started with the Viva outfits, I think it would be a good time to upgrade my bedding situation, since this is where I will be showcasing the flat lays of what I wore at Viva. So I want to say a big thank you to Brooklinen for sponsoring this video. I recently was able to order one of their sheet bundles with a comforter, and I'm really excited to open it up and put it on my bed. Before we open the box, I wanted to tell you Brooklinen is giving you guys $20 off a $100 purchase if you use my code Laci, and you can check the description for a link. First off, I have a comforter, some awesome pillowcases, the duvet cover to go over the comforter, and I've got the core sheet set, flat sheet, fitted sheet, 2 pillowcases. Okay, sheets and comforter are on, and they are so soft. I already love them. I've been wanting to upgrade. I have not ever had a really nice set of super soft sheets, and also never really had a real comforter. So this was on my list for a long time. So I ended up getting just plain white, but there are 20 plus different colors and patterns, so you can mix and match or switch it up if you want. I went with Brooklinen's Luxe Hardcore Sheet Bundle. So the Hardcore Bundle actually includes a sheet set, so a fitted sheet, a flat sheet, a duvet cover, and 2 pillowcases. It is their best-selling cotton sateen fabric, which is so soft. Oh, and it gets softer every time you wash it. So instead of buying the individual items, you can save 25% just off the top by getting it in the bundle. We did a little editing time travel magic, and I just slept in the bed with my new sheets and comforter just last night. It was glorious. They were so comfortable, so soft, so cozy, and I slept like a dream. I'm so excited to continue to use these. Like I mentioned, Brooklinen is offering vintage neighbors $20 off a $100 purchase if you use my code Laci. So I will leave that all in the description so you guys can check it out and upgrade your sheet game. I am so glad that I did. So thanks again, Brooklinen, for sponsoring this video. I am excited to show you all of my outfits and accessories from Viva. So let's get started. I'm going to talk about each thing, kind of where I got it, if it's vintage or not, which pretty much everything that I took to Viva was vintage. So I'm going to show you all of that and talk about it. Let's get into it. All right, outfit number 1. This is what I wore the first day of Viva. Technically, it was the day before Viva actually started, and we did some vintage shopping. So I wore this 1960s amazing pastel rainbow dress. I am in love with it. Also, some bangles. The yellow ones are Bakelite and authentic vintage. The purple and pink ones are from the brand Bow and Crossbones, and I will link their Instagram for you. You can see the tag says Pom Pom Fashions, and also these glasses. These were sent to me by a lovely subscriber, and they are true vintage, and I had my prescription put in them. So here you can see the dress in action. This is in front of the vintage store Glam Factory Vintage, where I did end up purchasing an amazing skirt, which I will tell you more about later. But all in all, a good first day. The shoes are from Rocket Originals, and I love them. Next up is this beautiful kind of flowy chiffon, I think is what it is, dress. And I paired it with this vintage jewelry. It is from my grandma's friend, so she was kind of like a second grandma to me, and this was her wedding jewelry she gave to me, and I treasure it. So pretty and sparkly. And then also some seamed stockings from what Katie did, and these shoes are from Amazon. With my shoes, I wanted to keep it pretty comfortable, so I didn't go too heavy with the footwear. And this is what I changed into for the evening, where we listened to some bands at Viva, did some dancing, and just some mingling and meeting people. And this dress I got at a vintage shop in Salt Lake City. The shop is called Decades. It is an amazing vintage clothing store. They have so much there. I highly recommend it if you're ever in Salt Lake City, Utah, to check it out. Look how flowy and spinny it is. I love it. Got some good pictures, and most of the pictures and video in this are thanks to my good pal Jen at a vintage vanity. Next up is this glorious green satin gown. I thrifted this, if you can believe it. It was only about $15, I think, maybe $25. But I found out that it is possibly by the designer Seal Chapman. A friend of mine at Viva actually had this exact dress in black and white, and she said it was a Seal Chapman. So quite possibly one of Marilyn Monroe's designers made this dress. And I paired it with black satin gloves and a hat and some rhinestone jewelry. The necklace and earrings are vintage. And then I chose these shoes. They are also thrifted. Basically, this entire outfit is thrifted or a gift. And then also this little black clutch bag. And all in all, I love this dress. It's so heavy. It is 100% lined satin. Each of those peplum layers is a full layer all the way around of double lined satin. So definitely high quality dress, and I love it. I'm so glad I had an occasion to wear it. So I wore it to the glamour ball, and unfortunately I was not early enough to submit this dress as an entry to the glamour ball, but that's definitely something I am planning to look into for next year. I think it would be really, really fun to be able to enter and be one of the dresses, outfits, whatever, submitted for the glamour ball. Here is the dress in motion. You can see, even though it is not like floor length, I still think it's very, very fancy, very glamorous. I love the scallop neckline. I love the peplum. It's just so unique and very, very glamorous. I felt glamorous wearing it. next up is the bathing suit I wore to the pool party. On Sunday at Viva is the pool party, and you wear your best vintage bathing suit and hang out at the pool all day. It was so much fun. And so I have this vintage 1960s bikini, and it was made in Hawaii. I actually bought it at an antique shop while I was on vacation in Hawaii and paired it with some of the same bangles. This orange pretty carved one is vintage, and so is this yellow carved one, and then the smooth yellow one. And then the purple ones, like I said, are bow and cross bones. My hair flower is from the lovely Sarah at Pinup Curl, and I thrifted this lovely parasol and my same vintage sunglasses because they are prescription and I need them to see. And then my sandals that I bought in Mexico. And I will show you the tag on the bathing suit. It says Lauhala, made in Hawaii. I love the wrap bottom of it. I love the style of the top, but also the structure of it. It's very flattering. And definitely so much fun to get to wear out. Also, my earrings are from Bow and Crossbones, same as the purple bangles. And it was such a beautiful day, so fun to be able to visit and hang out by the pool and see everyone's amazing vintage bathing suits. Next up is this gorgeous designer 1950s Neiman Marcus cocktail dress. You guys, I can't with this dress. It is so beautiful. The colors are so vibrant. It is kind of a satin. I also got this dress at Decades and in Salt Lake City. I was in love with it. The style of it is so unique. The way that it kind of bells out and wraps around the back with that bow detail is so cool, so unique. I paired it with some vintage jewelry gifted to me, elephant ones gifted by my sweet friend Christina. And these vintage shoes I thrifted, and the stockings, the green seam stockings, are from What Katie Did. Just look at the colors, you guys, this dress. So I wore this to see some bands the last night of Viva. My sweet friend Tammy was performing and her band was amazing. I loved getting to see her and listen and do a little bit of dancing. I didn't do too much dancing in this outfit, but I tried. But the back of this dress really is the star of the show. The back detail where it comes down to the V, low V, and then it's kind of hard to see, but basically the fabric kind of like folds around and then is in a bow at the back, so it makes it kind of puff out around the, like, below the hip and then come in a little tighter around the legs. Here is the tag. Can you believe it? 1950s vintage Neiman Marcus cocktail dress. Here you can see in the video a little bit better the way that it wraps around and ties in a bow. It just reminds me of the best fancy Christmas wrapping paper. I don't know, you guys. I just love it. It was such a unique dress. I'd never seen one like it in real life, only in vintage ads, and so I had to have it. So here you can see a little bit better how deep the back V is, and then that bow gathered detail along the back bottom. Just the best. That is it for my outfits from Viva. Also, this beauty I picked up while I was there. We went shopping one of the days and found this beautiful 1950s circle skirt, super full circle with all of the fishes with sparkly eyes, and I had to have it, so that had to come home with me. Thanks again to Brooklinen for sponsoring this video, and make sure you check out the description. You can use my code Laci for $20 off a $100 purchase. It was so fun going to Viva for the first time. I had a blast. I loved meeting friends in person. Finally, I got to hang out with Jen from A Vintage Vanity and JL. She also is on here as Modern Retro Gal. And Colleen, she is on Instagram, Tipsy Vixen. It was so much fun. They showed me around and showed me the ropes of Viva, and my boyfriend and I had a blast, and I am so excited to go again next year. Definitely in the plan. Gotta go again. I also met some of my vintage neighbors. Those of you who came and said hi and gave me a squeeze, thank you. I loved meeting you. It was so much fun to meet some of my vintage neighbors in person. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you subscribe if you are new. We would love to have you join the vintage neighborhood for more of our vintage fun. And also, I have been hearing from a lot of you that you're not being notified when I post a video, so make sure you check on YouTube that you have enabled those notifications. Click the bell icon so that you get notified when I upload a new video. And I hope that wherever you are in the world, you are feeling safe and feeling loved, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye! I see a lump under the blanket. Hello? Hello? Ah! Wow! What are you doing? Oh, nothing? Just hanging out, huh?